Hello guys, what's up? And in this video, we are going to discuss the food effect in a Redux Haga with this counter application. And if you are already following this Redux Haga tutorial, I have already created a video on other effects like take latest and take every. So if you don't follow that video, so you can click on this I button to that playlist, and you can watch those videos. So you will get a better understanding of this foot effect in a Redux Haga. So I have created one small slide. So basically, what does in Redux Haga? So it dispatch an action to the Redux store. Means in if you're already aware of Redux Hunk, where we have a dispatch method to basically dispatch an action to the Redux store. So here we have a put method to dispatch an action to the Redux store. So put basically dispatching a new action with the result from the previous yield. Okay, and this is the basically way to update the reducer from the Haga. Okay, so if you want to update a reducer from Haga, then uh, put is used to update the reducer from Haga, and put is non-blocking. So non-blocking means it dispatch an action, but Saga is not waiting for this action to finish. Okay, so basically Saga is kind of free to run the next yield statement. Okay, so that's why it's a non-blocking. So let's see a example in this counter application. So I will jump into the VS Code. So this is the basic setup. I have already done this basic setup. So I have one counter component. So I'm dispatching increment and decrement. So here we are directly dispatching an action to the reducer, and we haven't write any Haga to update the reducer. So we will write the Saga file to update the reducer with the help of the put method. Okay, so let's come into the Redux part, and here we have a reducer for increment and decrement. This is the root reducer, and this is the basic store setup. Okay, and this is app.js where I'm using the counter component. So let's start writing the Hagas. Okay, so from Saga we need two things like put and take latest. Uh, and I have already made the video on the take latest and the take latest. So I will provide the link. You can go to I button to watch that video. Okay, so export function. So increment Saga. So this will basically listen every increment action coming, and we will be spawning this Haga. Okay, so basically it will create a news Haga. So that's what take every and take latest does. Okay, so we will create this new saga here. Export function, and this will here on increment. Okay, so yield put, and I will give the type increment saga. So we are basically dispatching the new actions from the saga. So we have to then modify the reducer file. Okay, so now we are listening the new action from the saga. Okay, so let's see the naming is correct. Okay, this is fine. Now we will see the changes. Okay, there's something one mistake here. Okay, so we have to uncomment this one. So we have to run the Haga middleware. So this way it will update the store. Okay, so I will again do the refresh. So now you can see we are able to update the counter value with the new action from our Saga. Okay, so this is the way to dispatch an action from the Saga to update the reducer. And so you can do couple of things more, like suppose you are interacting with the API, some third party API, and you have received the response. So you can do what? So you can do like payload and whatever the response. So suppose you have received some response by making the API call. So suppose it's just an example. So suppose list response is incremented. Just to demonstrate you how you can basically pass the response to the reducer and update the reducer with the updated response from the API. So you can do something like this. Okay, and in reducer, in app.reducer, you can basically type something. You can provide initial state like message, and you can do something action dot payload, and come to the counter application. So you can, in the root reducer, we are using the app key. So with the help of this app key, we will basically access the current state of the reducer. So here you can see I am already getting the state using the use selectors. So what I will do, I will put here something like state dot app dot message. Okay, and I will go to application, and again I will refresh, and I will click look. So this way you can basically, if you are interacting with a API and you got the response, so you can put the response like this, and you can update the reducer this way. Okay, So I hope you understand the concept of foot effect in Redux Saga. And if you like this video, then please press the like button and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye bye.